beautiful souls. It's just me, Arlisha, aka Lagata7, the Divine Plant Diva. Thank you for joining my channel. Subscribe and like the videos. See my porch garden of God's beautiful, artistically created plants, many with gorgeous flowers, right here in Chicago, Illinois. And remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. Greetings, it's just me, Arlisha, aka Lagata, the Divine Plant Diva, here today to talk to you about planting beautiful emerald green Arborvitae. I have been wanting to plant a tree on my porch for some time, and it took me some time to really think about it, but I said, I'm going to do it. So I put the ingredients that I was going to use, and I got the tree from Home Depot, and I thought that this would be a good opportunity for me to go forth and bring some more beauty to my Lagata porch garden. And so these are some of the ingredients that I have here. I am not representing any particular store brand, but I'm using things to get rid of insects that might be in the tree, a fertilizer for trees and shrubs and evergreens. I use something for improving moisture, and a little bit of potting soil from cactus just because it is elusive and can filtrate better. I also will be using some bone meal as another type of fertilizer, and a disease killer just in case there's some microorganisms that are causing problems, and then some seedling potting soil mixture to kind of make my ingredients up. And then mulch will be added to the bottom of the pot as well as added to the top of the pot. The soil I'm using is going to be garden soil for on land soil. So as you see, I prepare here, preparing my disease control, which is a microorganism, Bacillus subtilis, that comes after bad guys that are in the plants. And so I'm mixing it with mostly water and some part, probably about a tablespoon and a half, and I blend it up so that it can go in to the combination that I'm putting together, because we really do want to make sure that we are controlling for insects. It's really important that you do that. I'm very in depth about making sure that I control microorganisms control. Now with the potting soil, I'm making a little combination solution. So I'm putting some potting soil in there, and just it carries some nutrients in it, and it plays a little beginning role. So of course the tree is big, so we're going to put more soil in there than we do, but I do like to make up a little combination before starting. So I'm putting the bone meal in, and I found bone meal to be pretty good, particularly this organic kind I'm using. It's fortified with nutrients, and it helps the plant to to better receive it. And if the plant is a plant that's a bloomer, even, it plays a really important role for that. But it also will work well with the tree. Also, I'm using the tree and shrub evergreen fertilizer. I've used that on my shrubs, and I've used that on some of my, I got a lot of nice combination shrubs, and I find that they've worked really nice with this. So I use about 2 tablespoons of this, and I think it's pretty good. I mean, you can use any particular brand. Like I said, I'm not supporting any particular brand, any brand that you use, but that's good. So I don't have a lot of, as you can see, cactus potting soil in here, but I do have some, and I do want to include some of that in my mixture, because with cactus, it's good to have something that's filtrating. And then with your trees, even though you're going to be adding bigger amounts of soil in, you do that. Now I also want to let you know that I do have insecticide. Now this insecticide works, and it's up to you if you want to use insecticides, but this is a lawn worker, and it also works in your vegetables. It also works in your plants, and I've used it in my house for some time. I have a problem with spider mites, and it does come after arachnoids and ticks and other insects. And I kind of put a nice mixture into for the tree, because I know the tree is going to come up against those things. I also want to add the moisture in this, so it's very important for me to add ingredients that are going to provide nutrients and moisture for the plant. And it's really important that the plant is getting a head start, a good head start, I would say, before actually going through this whole process of repotting. So now I got some assistance, and we're gonna pour the soil in that we've used. And like I said, this is kind of an all-purpose soil. But if you wanted to get soil that was particularly labeled or directed for trees and shrubs, you could do that. I just use regular potting soil. Is at this point what I could really afford to get at this time. And I think my tree is going to love with the combination I put together. And this ground happens to be ground potting soil. It's not a soil that you can use it in your house. I mean, that's no problem. I have used the soil before in my home with my in-house plants, but I would recommend that you use a combination insecticide. You would use something that would get rid of mites, that you use your microbial mixtures to get rid of microorganisms that can cause the plant disease. So what I'm doing right now is those pieces are usually large. You want to kind of crumble those pieces down to smaller pieces, and you can see me mixing my little ingredients that I have that I know that are going to play a role in getting my tree a head start. So you can see that mixture happening, and I'm taking some time to do that. I like to do this with the soil. It gives, and I like to kind of feel it with my hand. I know people can use tools to do this, but I like to kind of get a feeling with my hand so that I can know for sure that I'm crumbling those pieces up to smaller pieces. So yes, and as I do that, I kind of turn the soil too. So whatever method by which you use is, of course, definitely okay. As long as you're good with it and it's mixing in your ingredients, if you should choose to use this ingredients, I really think it's a good combination to give your tree or even your other plants a really good head start. I know that when I first started planting and getting things together, I didn't do a combination of nutrients when I did it, and it did have some effect on my plants. I could really actually honestly say that. So as I grew as a gardener, and as I point out, I'm a porch gardener, and more of an urban porch gardener and an indoor gardener too, and I will later show you guys some of my plants in my house and how I enjoy those plants. I guess we can get together, have a little wine, eat some chocolate, and talk about plants. So just so that you know, I didn't use this combination at one point, but as I got more skilled, I started to use a combination of ingredients to give my plant a head start. So that's what you see there. You see that combination of ingredients. As I move forward, I want to now go and show you that I've already, it's important for me to get you to see that I'm putting some mulch in this nice pot size that I have for the tree. And the pot size is about, it's a little, a cup, I would say it's a nice size, but it's big enough that the tree can get in, but not too big for the tree, in other words. So as you'd see my repotting plants video, it will show you how I repotted plants and the importance of the pot size. But right now I'm putting mulch in. You could use brick, you could use rock, you could use old broken pots. If you're going to use old broken pots though, but I do advise you to make sure you heat those things up so that they won't have any microorganisms that could cause problems to the plant later. So, but right now I'm just using mulch and putting it at the bottom so that it will help the tree to maintain moisture later. Now you can see me pouring my ingredients in. Very, very important for me to start off with the base of pouring my ingredients in. Now you could choose to pour your ingredients in after you get your tree up, but my goals was to really pour my ingredients in at the point. And as I tried to show you, I couldn't. The camera was off, but that's okay. But just so that you know, it was important to pour that ingredients at the bottom for me so that the plant can get a nice start in its roots. Now, some people might think it's okay to do that at the top, but it would depend on that individual and how they choose to go about doing this. So, very important. It would depend on you and what is your approach in doing and using your ingredients. I'm not advising people to do what I do. I'm just showing you my technique and how I go about doing it. Now me and my assistant is going to bring this tree down. We want to be really careful with the tree because we got to get it out the pot that we brought it in. And the importance of getting that out of that pot is you've got to be gentle with plants. You don't want to be so harsh with them that you start breaking off pieces of them. So it was very important to get to that tree and get that bottom off. And now after you do that, what I've done, I usually like to kind of get the roots moving around, as I call it. So I do a little pressing. Now that little piece at the top that you see, that's going to have to come off the tree. Just to kind of give you, letting you know when you plant this tree, that the piece that's kind of covering the ball of the tree, that part has to come off. I mean, it's there to keep the tree moist while it's in the temporary bucket. But as you can see, I'm pressing down to kind of loosen the roots so that when I do repot this tree, I can make absolutely sure that it's got a good chance of being able to spread its roots out. So that's what you see me doing here. And I just basically want you to know that. Check out my shirt, my Divine Diva shirt. I wanted you to look at that as well. But as you get to see, you'll begin to see the importance of making sure that we are handling the tree gently, that we are, we're carefully bringing the tree down, that we do some prep stuff before. Like I did prep that stuff before so that I could have a place to do it. And now what I'm going to do, and me and my assistant is going to do, is put this plant in our pot that we prepared. And as you can see, we put it there. We just kind of skipped right over and showed you that we put it in that pot. And now it's in the pot. You can see it's kind of crooked at this point. But just so that you know, the goal now is to get the remaining of, I made some more solution up and get the remaining of the solution into, the soil, excuse me. The remaining of the soil evenly into the pot so that the tree might be able to benefit. Now you can use whatever you want to use to do that. You can use your hand to do that, to put that in there, put the soil in the tree evenly. But it's totally up to you how you choose to do it. I think that, there should be no limitations on how people should decide to pot or repot or put soil into their plant. So all I'm doing is showing you what I do when I put soil in my plants and in my trees. And you can see right now I still have the moisture sheet that came with the tree. I still have that. I'm going to pull that off. It's just important that it's there while the tree is being in its kind of being cared for temporary container. But it is a good measuring piece for me when doing this. So just make sure that you remove it and that it's gone after you're done. But so beautiful, nice, beautiful green tree. I had to protect it from grasshoppers and some various types of insects, and so I just decided to make me up a little garlic combination because grasshoppers and bugs don't like that. It's a chewy bug, so I made me up a nice little garlic mixture, and I'm going to show you how to do that. in some of my upcoming videos. But I use that to kind of squirt the tree down, so that that the grasshoppers, which really don't like the smell of garlic and don't like the taste of garlic, will not land on my tree, because they can do serious damage to the tree. And as you see that I put the soil in there evenly, and as I'm finished, I'm going to add some of the red mulch that I have there, and put that in to the tree to kind of maintain the moisture of the tree during this time frame. Interesting. I also know that those various things like garlic, and all of those other different combinations that really irritate the senses of the insects that might try to attack the tree. I know that those things are very important as well to the livelihood of the tree. And this is just showing you that I added the mulch in there, and that it's going, it's pretty solid. So I put together my tree, and I'm hoping you like it, and it's a nice contrast against my porch garden. And you see all my other beautiful plants there, my croutons, my periwinkles, and some of my other plants. So there you have it, the beautiful green Arborvitae. And I'm hoping that you enjoy it. It's some beautiful leaves. I'm hoping that you decide at some point to do this in your own porch garden. These trees work well in containers, and they are really beautiful. And I'm letting you see here up close and personal some of the coniferous leaf arrangements, and you can see some of the wood. The wood is very healthy. It's not like the standard wood. It's kind of softer than that. So protect these plants. Get a plant. These are God's beautiful creation. Love them, and they will love you back. Take care of them, and they will grow beautifully for you. So that's all for now. You guys have a wonderful, blessed, beautiful day. I look forward to bringing more videos like this for you. If you like this video, please subscribe. Put in a comment section that you like this video and you like more videos like this. We will present those for you. You have a wonderful day. Thank you, beautiful souls. You have a blessed day, and take some time for yourself. Go on your porch or go in your garden and just take a deep breath and just relax and enjoy the ambiance. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye.